Hello, my name is Chef David Rose, and I'm here today at the Georgia Power Customer Resource Center. And we are in Georgia, and what is Georgia more plentiful in? Georgia peaches, Georgia pecans. So today we'll be doing that and utilizing all those ingredients with a pecan-crusted Georgia rainbow trout with a Georgia peach relish. So the next step of this recipe, we're going to be doing a Georgia peach relish. And the relish is going to act very well to kind of cut through that fattiness of the fried fish and just kind of give it some nice balance, a nice little zip, a nice little tang when you're eating this dish. So what I added here is a little bit of oil to the pan, and I'm going to start out with onion, Vidalia onion, locally from Georgia. Nice little sweetness with that, and also we like a little bit of heat, so we're gonna hit that with some jalapeno as well. With this, you're not looking for a deep caramelization, you're looking for a light browning on the vegetables and kind of releasing the aromas and the fragrance and the oils from that, where when we complete our relish, it's not raw, but cooked through and nice and tender and flavorful where those oils of the onions and the jalapenos have released into the relish. So not too long, about a minute, minute and a half on low heat, where we're looking to just kind of get them nice and tender and get a nice translucence on the onions. From there, we are making a relish, and the key to any good relish is balance. So I'm using some rice vinegar right here. I add that to the pan. From here, we're gonna turn it up from low to medium. And you want sweetness as well. So you want sour, you want pungent, you want that tang, but you also want that sweetness. When you're eating the relish, your mouth is like this. You want that sweetness to kind of balance it out. So quick recap, Vidalia onions, jalapenos, rice vinegar, and honey. When the vinegar first hits the pan, it's gonna immediately go to your nose. So you might wanna back up a bit because it might be a little too astringent. But trust me, when it's done, it's going to be amazing. And we are making a relish. So what I have here are some English seedless cucumbers. And just a straight up, pickle is normally cucumbers. You have your vinegar, you have your sugar, your sweetness, pickling spices, dill, herbs, any aromatics. But for today's purpose, we're keeping it simple, but also flavorful. So I wanna add the English cucumbers to that. And I want the cucumbers to retain their integrity. So at this point, I'm gonna let it go for about another minute or so, just so the pickles, or the cucumbers, and not pickles yet, how the cucumbers suck up that pickling liquid and kind of, just get real nice and hydrated by that delicious, flavorful liquid that's in the pan. So about a minute, 2 minutes, let that go, let it do its thing, let it reduce down a bit, let that honey marry with that rice wine vinegar, and when it's good, it's gonna be so amazing. All right, and the awesome thing about the induction stovetop here is that it's cool to the touch, so if you move it to the side, hot cast iron pan, cool top. You cannot do that with anything else. It is amazing with the induction stovetop here, is that you can do that. So try it at home, parent supervision, obviously. All right, so from there, you take that off the heat, and we have our charred peaches here that we did on the electric griddle over there. You see it's nice and caramelized and charred where the juices and the sugars from the peach has been released and just really kind of pronounces that sweetness, the natural sweetness you find in the Georgia peaches. So from here, what you want to do then is add the relish to the peaches. Because what is a Georgia peach relish without the peaches, am I right? So you add that into there. And the reason I'm adding that to the peaches is because we've already cooked the peaches on the griddle, and I don't want the peaches to get soggy or break down or get too soft. I want to retain the integrity of the peaches and have that nice bite, that nice consistency with the peaches. So at this point, we have the beginning of our relish. You let it just kind of cool down from there. You want to add some mint for a nice pop of freshness, a nice pop of vibrance, and it's gonna really also balance very well with that sweetness from the honey and the peaches and the rice vinegar with that tang. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is our Georgia peach relish to accompany our pecan-crusted Georgia rainbow trout. Stay tuned.